And what we're going to talk about, let's talk about Scream 6. So the trailer, well, the teaser came out this week. And I saw like people online were bitching and moaning about, is that what you're gonna call it? You're gonna call it Scream and then the Roman numeral 6 or whatever. First of all, I think the way they designed it is clever. Like you look at the M and they slashed it into like the 6 Roman numeral. To me, that's clever marketing. And if people actually know about films and marketing, they would know that. Stop bitching and moaning. Because I heard people talking about, well, when Wes Craven was alive, he didn't do the numbers like that. Well, guess what? No shade, and this might sound harsh, but Wes Craven ain't here no more. The man's dead. He did what he could do over the time that he was alive. A new regime has come in. This is probably gonna be ongoing theme tonight because it's gonna be the same thing I'm gonna say when we talk about the DCU. When new people come in, they can respect what has been done with the IP, but they have to move it forward and be able to tell their own story. I know people are upset Nev Campbell's not in this one, because that's the word. Nev Campbell felt there was a pay disparity. That's why she's not coming back. I would love for Sydney to return. However, if you're trying to continue this franchise, you have to bring in a new cast of people. You got to find a new final girl. And I believe that Jenna Ortega has stepped up to the plate to be this generation's final girl. And I like Jenna Ortega. So I love her on Wednesday. I haven't seen her in X yet. I loved her in the first Scream. I think they were trying to position the other girl, Melissa Barrera, I think her name is. I think they were trying to position her to be the final girl or the Scream Queen. But I feel that Jenna Ortega kind of outshined her. So that's why I think they're kind of going to more. So I'm really looking forward to seeing this new movie. Now, with this film, they've got a set of scenery. They're no longer going to be in Woodsboro, thank God. I think it's about time they all move out of that situation. How many times y'all going to kill people off in Woodsboro? Woodsboro already has this bad reputation. So now they've decided to move on to Manhattan. I think they're all in college, and I don't think the older sister, Jennifer, I think her name is Jennifer Carpenter, if I remember correctly, because it's been a while since I've seen Scream 5. And it came out this year, so I've seen it twice. But it's been a minute since I've seen this, so I don't remember everything. But anyway, so she's I don't know. I don't think she's in college, or maybe she is. I don't know. We need to see more of the trailer. But all we saw in the teaser was it was Halloween because everybody's dressed in costumes. They're in a train car, and apparently there's multiple Ghostface in the car with them in a crowd in a packed train. And one of the Ghostface could be the killer that's stalking them, which I think builds up the tension. It was a little creepy. One of them comes at Mindy. She might be killed. It might be a misdirect. It could be a teaser just for the trailer, just to get y'all all scared up. But I don't think it's probably going to be a scene in the movie, or maybe it's just a version of the trailer. Because a lot of times when you see trailers, the trailer isn't always what turns out to be in the final film. Apparently you have to do a lot of misdirects when you do horror films because the fans love to spoil things. The fans love to speculate. The fans want to be, oh, I'm the first to get the information, so they want to post stuff and spoil it for people. Because I already know, like I saw Scream 5 opening weekend, I'm going to have to do the same thing with this one. Because there's people online that love to be assholes and they want to ruin things. So I'm pretty much excited to see this film. I love the teaser. I know it wasn't a lot for everybody, but the teaser did what it needed to do. It gave us just enough that we can get excited for this film that comes out in March. I think March 10th is when it comes out. And I do like the idea that they're in New York because it's kind of giving that Jason Takes Manhattan vibe, which, quite frankly, I should say this. I was so disappointed with Jason Takes Manhattan. Because here y'all made this whole thing where you promised, oh, we're gonna get a movie set with Jason killing people in Manhattan. First of all, they spent like half the first hour of the movie on the boat, and then when they get to Manhattan, it's literally like the third act. But you don't really see them spending a lot of time. So I think it was a budget thing or something happened. I forget what the politics was, but you can't take Manhattan if you barely was there. So I'm excited for Scream. I'm hoping there's going to be a couple of Jason Takes Manhattan jokes in there. And to me, I always feel like, why hasn't there been enough horror films that take place in New York? Like, I feel like New York is the perfect playground to do a scary movie. I even had an idea in my head about doing writing a script for, and it's still there, it's still up in here, of writing a like a gay horror movie set in New York with a queer cast, and I'm gonna still write it. But if there's some co-writers out there that want to jump on, definitely, let's collaborate. But I do think that there needs to be more scary movies set in New York, because New York is like, yeah, it's a big city, and I think people get too wrapped up in thinking that horror movies should only take place in like suburbia, rural areas, that sort of thing. And it's like, step outside the box, come up with something different, do something creative. And New York, I think, is like the perfect place, especially because, if you set it around a time in New York, people, we've seen where situations of people are attacked or things happen, and it's, I know people don't like the stereotype, but there are times where it's like in New York, people will literally look, they'll pull out their damn phone while shit's happening, and y'all not even helping them. People getting robbed, shot, killed, whatever. Y'all pull out your goddamn phone. That was one of the scenes I loved about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre that was on Netflix. The movie was terrible, but the one scene that I did love was when they're on the bus and Leatherface comes on and they all pull out their cell phones, and he literally just killed them. I said, y'all some of the dumbest motherfuckers on earth. But I was happy that they all died, because this is a point of what y'all do. Gen Z, all of y'all do. Y'all see some shit and y'all want to be the first to record just so y'all can get some clicks and likes. But now you did. So how you gonna upload it? But anyway, that's near here nor there. But I'm like, overall, I'm excited to see Scream 6. Can't wait to see it. March is definitely going to be like a packed month for me, because I think Scream's coming out. Then there's also Creed 3, John Wick 4, which I'm actually looking forward to. I love John Wick. And we have Dungeons and Dragons. I'm not entirely sold on Dungeons and Dragons, but because Chris Pine is in it and I love Michelle Rodriguez, she's like one of my favorite girls. And I really wish they would use her more in like action roles. Like, why hasn't she become like a big female action star? I love Michelle Rodriguez, so I definitely want to see. She's the only reason why I really want to see this film. I don't care about Mr. Bridgerton, because outside of that show, well, I've never seen Bridgerton, but I couldn't stand him in that other movie he did, The Gray Man. Acting was horrible in that. I'm like, have you ever taken an acting class? But that's neither here nor there. Overall, I just want to say I love Scream. I'm looking forward to it, and March is basically y'all just gonna be taking on my coins.